Hello everyone, and welcome to our third and final session of Celebrating Metis Heritage in May. If you haven't tuned into the last one, my name is Tieran Steele and I'm the Program and Events Coordinator at the Aboriginal Friendship Center. Today I'm going to teach you how to do some more finger weaving. I'm going to teach you a different pattern. So this one is called the Arrowhead pattern. But before we get into that, I just want to thank everybody for watching these videos. With COVID and the regulations in Manitoba, it was really hard to come up with things to do, especially this month. Not allowed to gather, not allowed to see anybody. So I thought this would be a fun way for me to be able to share some aspects of my culture with you. And it's also important to share our culture with one another. Upwards of 100 years ago, Métis and Indigenous people weren't allowed to practice their culture and it was illegal. So being able to sit here today and celebrate and share that with you is just very humbling. I think my ancestors would be very proud that I can sit here today and share this with you. So before we get started too, I kind of just would like to share a little bit about my story and what being Métis means to me. So I am 5th generation Métis, so I am last generation in my family, meaning that if I go on and have children with someone who isn't Métis, then they will not be able to claim Métis status. Not really sure why that is. It's definitely not, I don't think something Métis people decided, but it's more government regulation. But yeah, so 5 generations ago, I had an ancestor who claimed Métis status from the southern Manitoba area, the St. Anne's area, I believe. And after that, there was no one who claimed status. So for 5 generations, those cultural practices were lost within my family. I didn't know that I was Métis until I was around probably 10 or 11 years old. And even then, I kind of just had a card and that was about it. So I never really started engaging in culture until probably I went to university about 5 years ago. And then it's something I really wanted to look into. I felt drawn to it. I wanted to know what being a Métis citizen today would look like for me. So I'm still learning. Learning is a lifelong journey, but just to have the privilege to be able to learn about my culture means so much to me. And then not only to learn about it, to be able to share it with you guys, that's just something that's super special to me. So yeah, with that, I think we can get started. So again, just thank you for tuning in and listening. Okay, so the Arrowhead pattern. This one's a little bit more tricky. I have not perfected this. I don't think I've perfected any of them actually, but this is one that I have just recently started trying. It is a little bit harder, like I said. So it looks like this. You can see all the points here. You see that checkerboard in there. Not the best at it, but working on it, practicing. But this is kind of what I'm going to teach you anyway. So all the points here, Arrowhead pattern. And what's kind of unique about this one is it can actually be changed into a diamond pattern. So here you see the arrowhead, and then what you would do is you'd leave enough string on the top and then once you weave this part, you flip it over, untie the knot, and then start again on this side, and it creates this cool little diamond in the middle, kind of. This one is not my best work either. I've only tried this once. So yeah, anyways, that's just a cool little fact about that one. So yeah, in a minute here, I will show you how to get started. Okay, so for this one, again, I have the same 4 colors of yarn or string, and you can use, again, whatever you want, whatever you have at home, whatever you feel like buying. I would go definitely with one that's smaller, not too small though, otherwise it is really hard to do if you are just starting out. So yeah, here we go. So again, yeah, I have the yellow, the red, the blue, and the white. So I have my little loom here that we're going to get started on, and you're going to place the string on here different than the rainbow pattern. And you also have more string as well. So instead of just having 3 of each color, you actually have 6 of each color. So the way you're gonna place them on is like the same. Like you're gonna put it on, loop it around again. I'm gonna start with the yellow. So like I said, you need 6 of each color, but when you're putting them on, you're only gonna put 3 on at a time until you get to the middle color. It'll make sense in a minute. So 3 yellow, maybe we'll do blue next. And 3. And 3 white. Then when you get to the color that you want in the middle, you're gonna put all the colors, all 6 strands together. So I'm gonna put red in the middle. Oh, they're all tangled. There. And then you're going to, I just need to move this over a little bit. And then you're gonna put the white, the blue, and then the yellow. The rest of them. Doing okay. Okay, so you're gonna want it to look like that. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing that you did before with the rainbow pattern. If you've tried it, separate them, and you're going to tie. Oh, I have two in there that I don't need. Yeah, lots of that I don't need. There. Separate it so it looks like that. I'm going to tie a knot at the end. And again, if you want to try out the diamond pattern, make sure you tie enough so that you can weave an even amount on the other end. You're just going to pull it up like that. Okay. Oh. And it's going to look like that. You got your tie up top there. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how to tape this down and we'll get started. Okay, here we are again. Turn that a bit. Okay, so again, I'm going to tape mine right at the end of the table. And tape that up out of the way, and just so it kind of stays tight, maybe. Okay, if my tape will stay down. We need to add some. There's a lot more string on here this time. Okay, so now that you're all taped down, ready to go, you're going to take the two strands from the middle this time. So we're going to weave from the middle out. Just got to get them all where they go. Okay, so I have 6 in the middle, so I'm going to take these 2 here, and one's going to cross over and under, so you're going to cross them this way. Oh, it doesn't really matter. And you're going to take one, put it out of the way. So you're going to start with this middle strand here, and you're going to weave over, under, over, under, over, under until the end. So, oh, if I could get them all right. So this one came crossed under, so you're gonna start going over, under, oh, that's the wrong one, under, so over, under, over. And you want to take the string that you're weaving here and pull it right up top for every single one. Over, so under, over, under, pull it up, over, under, over. And again, you're just going to tuck that one up and like that. And you're going to take this one that you tucked out of the way and weave it this way. So this one came over, so you're going to go under first. Under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. Tuck that out of the way. Okay, and then that's kind of just what you do for the whole thing. So then you're going to take the 2 most middle strands again, see how this one is coming over and this one's coming under, so they're going to crisscross opposite. So the one coming under is going to go over and the one over is going to go under. Tuck that one out of the way. Over, strings are sticking together. Over, under, over, under, over, under, and then again, you're going to take this one here. So that just came under, so it's going to go over the string that you put to the side. It's going to replace it, and that one's going to come down. Then you're going to take this one that you tucked out of the way. It's going to, see, it's coming over here. It's coming over that string, so it's going to go under, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, and this one is going to come under. So you just take that string that you tucked out of the way, pull it under, and put that one in its place. Okay, now this one's coming over, this one's coming under, they're going to switch. That one goes out of the way, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. And I'm just going to pull these red ones tight that I switched before, just to try and not have that checkerboard pattern like I showed you in the example that I had. Okay, so this one's coming under, so it's over, so it's going to go under first, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, and then it's going to come under that one. And again, I'm just going to pull these ones here just a little bit, just to tighten them up. There we go. So you can see here how the pattern is slowly starting to form. We'll do a couple more rows for you, and then okay, so I think we're gonna end it here. I could go on for a bit longer, but for the sake of the video and my back, we're gonna be done. So again, you're gonna take the two end strings here, loop them around your finger, and tie it up. Pull it tight. A lot more strings to tie on this one, but same as with anyone, you just tie it like that. Uh-oh, did I miss one? No. Oh, I did. Uh-oh. Untie that one. I'm just going to tie the one on this end just to keep it tight. Okay, so got that done. There's one end. Pull that off, pull that out. Untie it. And then here, this is where you would start the diamond pattern if you wanted. So you would really just flip it around and start weaving from this end. I'm not going to do that today though. Maybe I'll make another video later to show you how to do that. It's basically just the same as this. You just start weaving from the other end. Maybe out of the frame there. One more. Okay, there you have your finished arrowhead pattern. Where did my scissors go? Over here. You just snip the ends off. And if you want to keep them long and braid them and cut them off after, you could do that too. Really, you can do whatever you want with the ends. Yeah, there is your finished arrowhead pattern. Okay, so yes, this is coming to the end of this video. I'll show you again here. This is what you should have. It might look a little different. I tried my best to keep it tight, so compared to this one here, yeah, you can tell I've pulled it a lot tighter. This is a lot slimmer. It's not bowing too much, and you can't really see that checkerboard here like you can right here. So yeah, I'd just like to thank you all so much for watching this video. It was super fun getting to do it all, you know. This is new for me, so hopefully you all enjoy it, and hopefully I can make more videos in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.